Greetings, humans. Welcome. Are we ready for the doom room? Are we? Oh, fuck, human. We forgot to set a new live sub goal. Oh, dear. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. Anyway, welcome all. How are we doing? It is Sunday. Is everybody else a bit tired? I'm a bit tired. This being up all the time is exhausting. Greetings, Chloe. Who's in favour of going back to bed for a nap? I am. I have been all day. Hello, Nikki. Chloe, you did your room. Human, take note. Apple user, you're tired. Yes, the blanket. Nikki, you're in hospital. Thank you, human. Nikki, what have you done? Oh, well, Nikki, I don't know if you'll notice, Nikki, but do you see how you have a badge next to your name? You know how we always said if we were ever able to gift a subscription, we would gift you one? Well, there we go, Nikki. You're a subscriber for a month. Not that we knew you were in the hospital when that happened, so I hope you're well, Nikki. I'm sure you'll tell me. Hello, Ruth. Hello, silly little gamer. Hello. Greetings, Anachronista. Salutations, Kyle. Oh, I like that. Salutations. Chloe, you heard what? What did the human do? Hello, Mr. Werewolf Dude. Hello, everybody. Actually. Hello, everyone. Yes, Nikki, just in time for Subscriber Only Monday. Tomorrow, there will be a live at this same time, hosted by me, for subscribers only. And if you'd like to know how to become a subscriber, then you can just look for a star somewhere on your screen and take it from there. And just give me your money. Good afternoon, Ace. Oh, how civil. Everybody's being so civil. You can tell who the real rabble-rousers are, can't you? It's Zara and Paula. This is so civil. That's when the chaos will begin. When they get here. Human is hungry. Oh, Human, was your tummy rumbling already? Ah, God, Human. Yes, Carl, next week is Chicken Tarot, and we have... the second the Human hit live, she realised that she hadn't set a new live goal. So we don't have a new subscriber live goal yet. So if anyone has any thoughts... Anachronista, will I do a short reading from Slay magazine tomorrow? I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, Anachronista. Usually, for a sub-only live, we just turn up and see what happens. I'm not sure I've ever done a sub-only live. I think Kore has done more than anybody, and we know how that turned out. But anyway, oh Christ, I'm behind with the messages already. How did that happen? Oh, fuck, yes. I should have said Slay magazine. Well done, Human. Better late than never. Slay magazine available from Amazon in every country you care to imagine. Just follow the link in my profile. I'm almost as good as Zula. That's the fella. That's the one. Oh, God, it's going to be one of those lives, everybody. Welcome, Sock Monkey. I see we have a poll going already. What's the poll for? For a sub goal. Oh, wow, we have a very even tie at the moment. That's going to be fun. Right, so there we go. I'm really behind with the messages already. Slay, Paula. Yes, civility out the window. Tipo made some remarks about me yesterday. Really? Well, I shall have to watch back the playback thing on YouTube tomorrow and see what she said. But that's okay. Generally, no one pays attention to what Tipo says anyway. Not even Tipo. Paula, have you been enjoying the Underworld Demon videos? What have we done? We've had Zula and Kure and the chicken, haven't we? I mean, newsflash, the demon is going to visit all of us. In case you hadn't realised. So you've got that to look forward to. You think that the new live sub goal should be that I guest host? That maybe I should take over for a whole weekend? And everybody thinks I'm going soft with the chicken, don't you worry. Although actually, to be honest, I'm a little scared that I am. And I'm really behind with the messages. I know I shouldn't be surprised, but somehow I don't expect to be this far behind. Hello, Philip, don't eat me. Don't eat me. Actually, no, go ahead and fucking try it. Make my day, bitch. Anyway... our producer, you'd like poetry from Kure. Paula, you'd like to see our father and the underworld demon. I think the underworld demon would just give up trying to explain it. Our Father, who art in the shed, hopeless be thy name. Which reminds me, everybody, I have a little bit of not very good news, but it's fine. There will not be a live on Saturday the 24th, I'm afraid. Since you've brought up our father, it is his 70th birthday that day. So we're going to be partying. I don't think he's a partier. I don't think I'm a partier. But yes, unfortunately there will not be a live on that Saturday. Now, I am still really far behind with the messages, so I'm going to do my very best to try and catch up. It says I've had 52 new messages. What are you people doing? What are you doing? Right, let's see if I can get up to date. Where are we? It's telling me Splat subscribed. Have you? Thank you. Basildon, good afternoon. Welcome. You probably joined, I don't know, 5 minutes ago. We're getting there. Nikki, what do subs do? Nikki, you've got the emotes, the little stickers that you can use. I'm sure one of the other subs will say. Right. Anyway, everybody, I'm going to do my very best to get up to date. Nikki, the underworld video, like the one that you stitched, Nikki. That's one of the little underworld demon ones, Nikki. You fucking stitched it, okay? So you know what video it is. Yes, Cal, yesterday's live got out of control. Burial, cremation or taxidermy. I mean, it's the death equivalent of fuck, marry, kill, isn't it? But there we go. Our producer, you want the human and the underworld demon. That is coming. I don't know when. It's coming next week. All of the rest of them are coming next week, but I don't know when. Anachronist, do you want a video where he describes what he's drinking? It's going to be a very long video. If that's the case, it's going to be a very long one. Very long one. Hello, Emma. You're popping in for a hi and bye. You've probably hide and bide then. But greetings. What do we want to happen with me? You want me to do karaoke? I remind you, this isn't a fucking democracy. This isn't a democracy. I'm going to try and get up to date with the messages, everybody. Welcome, if you're new. You've probably realised by now that I swear a bit. Yeah. So I'm really far behind, which is often the case. Hello, Sondra. I should take over. Maybe one day I will. I mean, it's in the offing. Anyway, time check. Oh, shit. That was forever ago. Hello, Terracotta. Welcome. You've probably arrived and vanished as well. Welcome, everybody. I'm trying to get up to date with the messages. Paula, you'd like us, you'd like a retreat. Usually we try and retreat from the Father, not retreat with him. It's a terrifying thing. It's a terrifying thing. Blessing comes from somewhere, you know, just saying. Karaoke. Chloe, I remind you, it's not a fucking democracy. You can say it as many times as you like. Rich, greetings. Hello, Rich. You've joined amidst the chaos. I'm really far behind with the messages. Paula, how are you going to wish him a happy birthday? Through the ether. I don't know. We're not having him on. Yes. Ace, if I'm not behind with the messages, is it really alive? No. Chloe, it's what the people want. Like I give a fuck. Do I look like I care? Do I? All of this, oh, Raz is going soft. Raz has been helping the chicken. Well, yeah. Now I'm not soft. No. Soft people do karaoke, don't they? I won't. Yes. Terracotta, I agree. Nothing is more terrifying than this fucking planet. It really is. It really, really is. So, right, come on, human, come on. Let's try and get up to date. I think in a minute we're just gonna have to whiz by. The more the human touches the screen, the more I'm terrified that she's going to accidentally block someone. Yeehaw! I'm never going to get up to date, am I? What do you think, human? Should we just give up and skip to the most up-to-date message, and everybody in the middle has to do one, basically? By the way, oh, hello, Kaluna. Hello, Miss Susie. There's a lot going on. I'm really far behind with the messages. And we're going to set a new live sub goal. And don't forget, it's the sub only live on Monday. Oh, Nikki, you've found how to use your stickers. Excellent. Excellent. And we have another poll going. A bird floof buddy movie. Wash your mouth out. Oh, God, I'm still so far behind. Oh, wait, you do karaoke if the chicken asked you to. Really, Apple user? Really? Really? No, I wouldn't. Anyway, everybody, it is a pleasure to have you all here. And I'm very, very, very... Oh, Paula, that's you, is it? Oh, hello, Sarah Jane. The treasure box is you. Thank you very much, Sarah Jane. Right. Everyone, I'm doing my very best to get up to date with the messages. But now I know why I'm so far behind. Nikki is trying out all the emotes. Just like a row of sleigh and a row of odd ducks and a row of Nikki what. And one day I will get up to date with the messages. But apparently not today. And now we've got a whole roll of niche. That's how far behind I am. Right. So hello, Mutu. Don't start on me and the chicken. I'm being ribbed for it. I don't know why. Nikki, you are not the human, and not the whole species. You're not even close. Not even close. Right. So, human, are we going to give up? We're not doing a bird floof buddy movie, so stop voting for it. But next Sunday, there is well, I guess it kind of is actually. Next Sunday, Blessed and I have a sort of, well, is it a buddy movie? Is it a road movie? Is it a road trip thing? It's Is it bromance? I don't know. But yeah, look out for that next Sunday, everybody. Ugh. Oh, I'm having dark flashbacks. Anyway, I could do an evil karaoke. Everything I do is evil, Terracotta. I'm sure you'd agree. Rich, we wake up in a nice warm bed. Oh, no. Rich, come on, you know better than that. Right. Everybody, I'm really far behind. How can I? Hello, nosy neighbour. I'm just going to have to get up to date with the messages. Hello, Josh. We're almost up to date. Everybody, we're almost there. But the nearer we get, somehow, the further away it is. Anyway. With gold music, okay. Right, human, take a sip and then we'll try and get up to date. Oh, I sounded like the chicken. Have a sip, human. Well, Ruth, that's on you. Anyway, it's not really a vlog and it's not really a love story. So don't anybody get any ideas. Stop going on about fucking karaoke. Besides which, we haven't even set the bloody goal yet. We haven't set the goal. Honestly. Human, I'm feeling under attack. Do you know what? There was almost something else that the human announced today. You'd lose your shit, wouldn't you? Right, let's see if we can set a new goal. We've got chicken taro, so we'll get rid of that. We'll delete that. What else are we going to do? Right, we're going to add a new goal. We're going to customize our goal. What are we on? We'll have... Oh, to be honest, guys, I'm not sure. Right, okay. We're still not having a bird flu buddy movie. Right, Raz might... This must make great viewing, watching the human type. That has to be the worst goal. Right, there we go. 2 more subscriptions and I've promised absolutely nothing. Right, so, oh fucking now I'm behind with the messages again. Right, let's get up to date with the messages and then we're going to start. I fear you might be right, Kyle. I might have spent too much time around letting. Sandra, really? With that great soggy wet tongue? I mean, it might appeal more to Kure than me, but ugh. I can't imagine that's very nice on my fur's very nice. Anyway, what do I care? Everybody. You think it should be a predator type thing, nosy neighbour? Now I agree. Right, enough with the karaoke. So, Mark, greetings. So, right, I'm up to date now, everybody. I'm up to date with the messages and we have a new live sub goal. Oh, Nikki, it's okay, Nikki. Nikki, it's fine. I like the idea that we're just on while a doctor's trying to talk to her. Anyway, good greetings, Yvonne. Yeah, Apple user, I have to say that is pretty much what we've got written down. That's how the human managed to get the escape room written so quickly this week. I was going to say month. Anyway, I've literally spent 20 minutes chasing my ass and attempting to impose my authority upon you all. Now, if you would like to sub, then somewhere on the screen is a gold star. And what you get for that is you get a sub-only live tomorrow at this time, and you get all the lovely emotes to use. And I will sing you a song when you join. Now, our next sub goal, we will have a special live of me doing something. I don't know. No, Mark, I haven't started yet. And I wouldn't say it was waffle. I'd say it was prime comedic anecdotes. But I'd be the only one who did. So, no, Nikki, you don't get a sub song. The human actually gifted you the sub. I don't think you get a sub song as well. Miss Susie, is it only on TikTok? Yes, it's only on TikTok because it's only for TikTok subs. Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Chloe, stick a broom up my ass and I'll sweep as I go. Everybody is being very demanding, human. It's exhausting. I'm in charge. I'm in charge. So, oh fuck, now Nikki needs a fucking sub song. Right, okay, this is it. Sub song and then we do it. Oh Christ, there are the polls going. Who's fucking pairing us off? Oh my God, you're really keen that the human's going to have no fun at all, aren't you? Either Tipo or Dead Carl. Anyway, Zula and Zula, that's already done. Anyway, right, okay. Miss Susie, pack it in. Right, Nikki, what song do you want? There's either Copacabana, YMCA, or I Will Survive. You tell me what you want and then we start. Will I be showing you how I perform an autopsy? It's tempting. YMCA, Nikki. Okay. Nikki can have the YMCA and then we start. And then you'd better be, you'd better all be fucking well behaved. That's all I can say. Oh, human. Right. We've got the YMCA sub-song coming up any minute now. When the human can find it, my God, it's a miracle. It's a miracle that we get anything done. I know. I know. Arms folded, fingers on lips. Right, this is the YMCA sub-song because I clearly am getting soft. Right. Fucking hell. Ba, 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 ba. Live subs have a badge by their names. I say live subs have the human to shame. I say live subs get a sub only live. It will make you feel so alive. Nikki became a live sub today. Nikki became a live sub today. Now you have emotes to use and a human to tease. You can do whatever you please. I feel cheap, human. I feel dirty after that. I feel less of a person. I feel demeaned. I feel cheap. I feel cheap. Yes, Mark, it does stop abruptly. There's not a lot I can do about that. Hello, Bryony. You're getting ready to go out. We're getting ready to start the escape room. We haven't started yet, but we will. Miss Susie, you're so naughty. Anyway, how's the human doing? The human's in pieces. Apple user, the human is in pieces. Maybe a fade out. It was a fade out, Mark, but it was just really fucking quick. Thank you, Kyle, but I don't believe you. I don't think it will be okay. I don't. Idiot, you're having a cheeky Nando's. Nice. Oh, fuck, bird and floof. Although, I'm pretty sure the human would be interesting to read bird and floof fanfic. I wouldn't. Nikki, the whole hospital heard that. Excellent. Well, I think if ever there was a group of people in need... Fucking hell. Right. Let's get on with it. Pay a bloody attention. Listen up, people. Fingers on lips, the ones on your face. Actually, I don't want to know where else you put your fingers. Where you should be putting your fingers is tapping the screen. Come on. Tapping the screen. Oh, shit, Paula. Bird and floof fanfic, yes. Mark, was it a great advert, though? Was it? I feel cheaper. Right, you wait to find yourself on a cold, hard floor. As you get to your feet and look around the well-lit, white, clinical-feeling room, you rub your head. It hurts. Then you realise the siren going off isn't your headache, but an actual siren. You look around. You're in some sort of laboratory corridor. As you gaze out a window in front of you, you realise, much to your surprise, that you seem to be underwater. There's a door marked airlock with a big red button next to it. You push the button, but nothing happens. Another door is marked lab. There's a card reader next to it. You'll need a key card to open it. Yet another door is marked samples and a third door is marked lobby, and both these doors appear to be unlocked. At this point, you'd do anything just to stop the siren, I know, right? An emotionless computer voice accompanying the alarm calmly tells you that the compound has been locked down. No one may leave or exit, and the airlocks are sealed until the security protocols have been overridden by senior staff. At least you know what to do. You do your best to ignore the noise as you figure out where to go next. You can either go through the door marked sample or the one marked lobby. There we go, sample or lobby. Bing, bong, bong. Don't eat anything. I'll let you know when you can eat the exhibits. But until then, don't eat anything. Right. Lobby, lobby, lobby. Samples is in samples, Mark. We're in a lab. We're in a lab. We're in a lab. Right, there is a poll if you would like to vote in the poll. It seems that most people have actually stuck lobby in the comments. Don't. I'm not even going to name the comment that was, who that was aimed at. It just applies generally to everyone. Just don't. No, not samples and lab. Samples and lab. Lab. Don't what, Nikki? You know what, Nikki? You know what? You all have such guilty consciences that I can just say, stop it. And you'll all go, oh, okay. Yeah, Mr. Werewolf Dude says stop picking on me, so nah. No, not those sorts of samples. We're in a lab. Right, it's a tie. I think lobby probably wins because lots of people said lobby. So let's have a look at the lobby. A look at the lobby. A look at the lobby. Paula, my character is built. It is highly intricate. Although I do think I might be the villain. Yeah. The chicken is not my lover, Somdra. Pack it in. Right. Chloe, you have to nap. Farewell, Chloe. This will indeed be available on Catch Up on Monday. Oh, Kaluna, you're holding out for a space desk. Oh. You're going to be fucking disappointed. Human sounds like Muttley. Chicken lover. No, enough, no. Cluck. Hello, Big Blue. There's nothing between me and the chicken. I'm just going to carry on. You decide to go through the door marked lobby. You find a rather comfortable-looking recreation room in front of you. There's some nice soft seating, and in the centre of the room is a large fish tank that runs from the floor to the ceiling, while in the corner of the room is a large taxidermy bear. You're not completely sure what this facility is, but if it wasn't for the alarm going off, you think you'd find it quite comfy. So fish tank or bear is your next choice. And I can assure you, Big Blue, I am not having chicken tonight. Honestly. Paula, I see what you did there, Paula. Stop it, everybody, stop it, because you're going to give the human tummy ache where she's laughing. And we've only just started. Stop it. Right, I've forgotten what the choice. It was bear or fish tank. That was your choice. Apple user, why is there a bear in the lab? Apple user, the question should really be, why wouldn't there be a bear in the lab? And it's only the lobby. It's obviously a nice decor. Decor. I'm not going to grace that with a response, Paula. I'm not going to grace it with a response. Right, I think bear probably won. Okay, we'll have a look at bear. The human is broken. Right, we're going to take a look at bear. You decide to take a closer look at bear. Dear bear, the underwater research facility wouldn't complete... Let me start that again. What underwater research facility wouldn't be complete without the addition of a taxidermy bear, you wonder? But as you try and get on with your usual task of ripping them to shreds, you realise this bear is very well made. You're going to need something sharp to help you. Philip, what the fuck is a stress chicken? I'm not sure I would know what you do with that chicken. Right, so that was bear. Shall I just have a look at the fish tank now? Am I just playing this on my own? Shall I? No jokes about choking chickens, please. This is highbrow entertainment. We're gonna. I know, human. I couldn't keep a straight face saying it either. Yes, Mr. Werewolf Dude, you can check the fish tank. Let's check the fish tank. You decide to take a closer look at the fish tank, Paula. It's full of exotic-looking fish, very colourful and unusual specimens. But the strangest inhabitant in the tank is a large snake. You watch as it swims from the bottom of the tank towards you. It looks like a bit of a dick to you. It swims faster and suddenly zooms to your eye level. You instinctively step back, as if to get out of its way, even though you know it's in a tank. But you've barely moved when the snake shatters the glass and bursts out the tank. You look around at the poor fish flopping on the cold white floor, while the snake, rather inexplicably, catches fire. You suppose it has something to do with some chemicals in the water that, now exposed to the air, have reacted most explosively. It's probably something like that anyway. You look amongst the remains of the poor sea snake and find a slip of paper with 2 numbers written on it. 2-9. How very strange. Enough with the chicken. Enough. We're not putting bear in the fish tank. We're not doing anything. Josh, I am not cranky without Blettin. I am not. Owen Acknister, Noodles was a bit of a duck. I see what you did there. Mr. Werewolf Dude, you're not partaking in any of this nonsense. I don't have a safe word. Snuffleupagus! No, it's not. Seriously, it's not that. That would be silly. That's what I say when I climax. Right. Anyway, oh, I think I've just freaked the human out. Human, you can have a sip, but it won't take away the taste of what I've just said. Have a sip, human. It might help. I think it's very interesting that I say something the human doesn't like, and then she has to wash her mouth out. I know, Paula, it's such a distant memory, isn't it? The human was so pleased with herself, so pleased with herself, so pleased with herself. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Sandra, the mess that she has to clear up, honestly. I'm sorry, Kaluna, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, oh no, right. Egg jokes, chicken jokes, Sesame Street, all of it. Okay, no, we don't need the Chicken Floof Buddy movie, Paula. The closest you'll get is, I don't think you'll be disappointed, next Sunday. You'll enjoy it. Right. Anyway. Bletchin goes where he pleases. He's not even house trained. Yeah. It's becoming a bit extreme. Mark, we're ruffling feathers, Kyle. Paula, you're enjoying it, are you? I have to say, when I think back to a couple of weeks ago when Bletton and I duetted Don't Go Breaking My Heart, that was on your whim, wasn't it, Paula? Oh, Mr. Werewolf Dude, you are so patient and so polite. Stop the clucking jokes. Right, okay. We're going to look in the sample room for Mr. Werewolf Dude. You decide to investigate the door marked sample. You push open the door and find yourself in what's basically a large fridge. You shiver as you look at a room filled with shelf upon shelf of sample jars, all arranged neatly, except one. And discarded on the floor in the corner of the room, you see a copy of Luxury Shed Weekly. Next to the magazine, you also find a poor frozen scientist, presumably dead, and laying face down but still smartly dressed in their white lab coat. So, your choice is Scientist, Luxury Shed Weekly, or Sample Jar. Miss Susie, you'd like a Snuffleupagus sticker? Okay. The human will see if she can remember that. It's becoming a bit scrambled, Mark. It's not just the live. The human is well and truly. Oh, we are. Well, we are almost at 10,000 likes. But yes, you're right, Ruth. We can do better, can't we? Yes, we can. So I forgot. I didn't say that the scientist was Carl, Apple user. I just said there was a scientist. So was the scientist the magazine, or not this magazine? Not this magazine that's available from Amazon if you follow the link in my profile in any country in the world. Not that magazine. Luxury Shed Weekly or the Sample Jar. I didn't say that the scientist was Carl. We're not having a bird floof sticker, Paula. I draw the line. It's not a thing. You're honestly human. This is why I stopped being kind. The tiniest bit of kindness. And all of a sudden it's a romance. And a bird and floof. Honestly. It's a cross between a school playground and a gutter. Anyway. You're all unhinged. No, Paula. No. One has to protect. No. When's the wedding, Mark? No. Human, I think there's a new business venture here for you. You'll be seeing it all over TikTok. The feather duster cleaning cloth all in one. Anyway, anyway, no, floof and bird doesn't make it any better, nosy neighbour. No, I didn't say that, apple user. I think, human, everybody is enjoying misquoting me for comic effect. Because they're not being very accurate, are they? Do you think that's what it is? Right. Scientist, Mr. Welldude. Scientist, you say? Scientist. Okay. Oh, Ruth, now Adult Shed Weekly makes it sound like a naughty magazine. I know what you mean about the Junior Shed Weekly picture. I know what you mean. But Adult Shed Weekly makes it sound, adult. A bit sexy. So anyway, let's just look at the scientist. I'm not getting drawn on this. Let's just look at the scientist. You decide to take a closer look at the scientist. Poor Carl, poor dead Carl, poor tasty dead Carl. It doesn't matter what he does for a living, he always seems to end up the same way. But on the bright side, you don't think you've ever had dead Carl ice cream before. But so you help yourself to a large scoop. Don't know from where, as you search his pockets. You find dead Carl's security pass, which looks like a key card to open the doors. Oh my goodness, now we've set you off on Luxury Shed fucking Weekly. Thorn the Witch, you love me? Thank you, I love me too. What am I supposed to say? Josh, you can have Blettin. Take Blettin. Kalunwit's Luxury Sheds After Dark. That was my radio voice. What do you think? For After Dark. Anyway, let us move along. Hello, Muddy Paws. Hello, Muddy Paws. I just didn't write any of this, Like all of this naughtiness, they've done it themselves. They moan at me when it's too naughty. They moan when it's not naughty enough. It's no, Paula, it's not the voice I use on the chicken, because the chicken and I aren't a thing. I do not schmooze or flirt with the human. I do not go snuffleupagus. I'm far too adorable for radio, Big Blue. Far too adorable. So I'm trying. The only sort of experimenting I'm doing is lab experimenting, not any crossbreeding in the real, in the raw. Ugh. Apple user, why am I so defensive about it? Apple user, how would you like it, right? If you're like, oh, Apple user and Blettin sitting in a tree, KISSING. It's not fun, is it? It's not fun. Anyway, Luxury Shed Weekly is just a nice standard magazine. It isn't adult in any sort of way, okay? So let's just look at the magazine, like Mr. Werewolf said. Now Nikki, you're welcome to the chicken. Sandra, not that way. I don't. I mean, I do, but not that way. A nosy neighbour. I know Bletton is a bit of a player, actually, aren't they? They steal everyone's hearts. And keep them in a jar in my lab. Let it naturally blossom. There's nothing natural about any relationship I've ever been in, but I'm assuring you it's not this. Sock Monkey, I don't need a wedding dress. And don't you start saying it'll be all froofy and poofy and with lots of net as if it was a bloody tutu or something, Sock Monkey. Keep out of it. No, Big Blue, it is not that sort of magazine. It's not. Well, all my space desk drawers. Kaluna, at times you go back to sleep after this. And you dream like they're still going. I think you've used the word dream very diplomatically there, Kaluna. It's a nightmare. No, Big Blue, it's not laminated. It's not adult at all. Right. You decide to take a closer look at Luxury Shed Weekly. You try to flick through the magazine, but the cold air has frozen it. Several of the pages break apart in your hand as you try to flick through. From the cold. It's a shame. You were looking forward to reading the controversial article on luxury shed basements, hoping that the letters page would be full of arguments about at which point a luxury shed becomes a house. You just shake your head in disbelief. Some people just don't get luxury sheds. As you examine the pages that have broken off in your hand, you realise some numbers have been written on it in black marker. It's the numbers 1-6. How strange. It's very cold, Paula, very cold in there. And we've spent all this time thinking about me and chicken shenanigans when you should have been getting out the way, shouldn't you? Big Blue, we never really know what happens to dead Carl, do we? We just find the body and presume there was some grisly end. Yes. Right, Ruth says tap the screens. Come on, all you foul people. Keep those fingers busy. I tremble to think what you're doing with them. Tap the screen instead. Have to disinfect it afterwards. That's on you. Kaluna, you're disappointed with Luxury Shed Weekly. Better buy Slay instead, which is also not an adult magazine either. But it is available via Amazon if you follow the link in my profile. You can get it anywhere in the world. Bum, bum, bum. Right. Miss Susie, I already feel cheap, okay? Oh, Christ, I know these always take a turn, but Jesus, this took a turn. Right, let's look in the sample jar. Let's look in that sample jar. You decide to take a look at the sample jar that hasn't quite been put away as neatly as the others. You pick it up for a closer look and discover that staring back at you is another eye. However, when the eye blinks, you drop the jar in surprise. You wonder what the hell is going on in this place. It smashes on the floor, splashing liquid everywhere and leaving the poor specimen to blink and shudder its last. You feel a bit sorry for whatever the poor thing was, but you also notice an unusual label stuck to the bottom of the sample jar. It has the numbers 4-9 written on it. It is not a chicken floof hybrid. Such a thing as imaginings of a diseased mind, Sondra. Yes. What constitutes an adult magazine? We're not a hot new couple. Mr. Werewolf Dude would like to use the key card. Oh, from that was almost singing, wasn't it? Nikki, you've just been checked and you're not human. Nikki, we could have told you this. We could have told you this without you having to go to hospital. It's not like Love Island, Mark. No Valentine's Day. Paula, don't you fucking dare. Blaz. Ratting isn't any better, although I do prefer my name to come first. Insert joke here. You decide to try the key card and open the door. Marked lab. No, that was not my agreement. That was not my agreement, Kyle. You're disappointed to discover the lab isn't nearly as high-tech as the decor in the lobby led you to believe. There are several computers, only one of which seems to be working, but there are also several piles of an odd gloopy substance on the floor. You're not sure what it is, but you can investigate the computer or the gloop. Now then, come along. Computer or gloop? That's your choice. I'm not even I'm not even gracing those. Right, so we have 2 for gloop, 1 for computer. Paula, I don't like where your line of inquiry is taking us. I'm going to let the human take a sip, and then it looks like we're going to have a look at the gloop. I'm not dancing, Paula. I only dance for good people. For good little children. And experiments. Yes. We're going to have a look at the gloop. Oh, actually, no. I think more people said computer. Let's have a look at the computer. You decide to take a closer look at the computer. You tap a few buttons and the screen flickers into life. It invites you to type in a code to override the security protocols. If you type in the correct code, the airlocks will once more be unsealed and you'll be able to leave the facility. But what is the code? So there we go. You need a code for the computer, which leaves the gloop. Really, Paula, I hadn't noticed. Nikki, you never know. Nikki, you never know. Should we have a look at the gloop? I'm not telling you, Mr. Werewolf Dude. You decided to take it. Human, did you think I was being an arse? By saying, I'm not telling you. You're going to be disappointed when I tell you what the code is. Yeah. You decide to take a closer look at the odd pile of gloop nearest to you. You bend down and poke it with your finger. It wobbles, somewhat invitingly. You scoop a little up and put it in your mouth. You were expecting it to taste like orange jelly, but it actually tastes surprisingly meaty. That's when you notice an ID card just like Dead Kyle's embedded in the middle of the gloop. It would appear you've just had a taste of one of the less fortunate scientists at this facility. You examine some of the other piles of human gloop. One has a wedding ring, another has glasses, but another one has a small penknife, and you're sure that it will come in handy. Oh, Kaluna, to be honest, Kaluna, I'd really like it to be 0000. And then all of these shenanigans have been completely in vain. No, there's no uppercase and lowercase and special thingies. No special thingies. Mr. Werewolf Dude, you'd like to open up Bear? Yes, let's open up Bear. You take the knife and slice Bear open. The reward for your effort is a slip of paper with the numbers 3-6 written on it. So there we go, everyone. Now, isn't it obvious? Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Josh, that's all kinds of wrong, okay? First of all, it implies you're my favourite people. Second of all, it implies that there is a bird flu thing going on. And third of all, I'm not sure our species are compatible. And I am happy to leave it completely untested. Okay? Okay. Mr. Wells, would you like to enter the code? Yes. We have had a lot of numbers, Paula, we have. It's more numbers than a bingo caller, Mark. But some of them... No, it's not no, Somdra, no. Don't let biology get in the way of true love. Kaluna, you've got dyscalculia, so you've forgotten the numbers. I'll be honest. We wrote it and we've forgotten them. Either that or we've just stopped giving a shit. Trying to field all the comments. My goodness. Somdra, you think you're being extra irritating today? That is really saying something, Somdra, because your base level of irritation is really quite excessive. What it is, everybody, is the numbers came in pairs. So the first number told you which order to type in the other numbers. So if it was number 3 was the first number, then it came third in the order of the code. Okay? Okay. Shall I just type it in for us? Shall I? Yeah. Nikki, you just don't care. Nikki, I know. No, not pairs like that, Mark. Mr. Wellford, that's absolutely fine. It is not our wedding date. And there's not a chicken. No chicken. No, not that pears. By the way, Paula, why have you got a watermelon next to your name? So shall we just do the ending? Shall we? Just skip straight to the end. That's the kind of floof I am, just ask Lettin. You type the code into the computer and breathe a sigh of relief as the alarm finally stops. You leave the computer and head to the airlock. You push the big red button and the door slides smoothly aside. Hello, Skip. You've joined it. Yeah, I mean, if you think this is innuendo, Skip, we've had a fucking hour of it. You step inside the airlock, but you're now bewildered. You were hoping the method of reaching the surface would be a little more obvious. Oh, is that what it is? Anachronista, I see. Oh, I see. I didn't realise. Oh, right, because the colours. Oh, I see now. No, Roof. Well, I wouldn't want to... I wouldn't want to speak on Paula's behalf, but I see now. I hadn't... This had completely escaped me. Big Blue, you were already bewildered. I know. Yeah, I completely hadn't noticed the watermelon thing. I hadn't noticed anyone else do it. Meh. I just thought it was a Paula thing. Anyway, there's some scuba gear, but you're not sure how to use it, and there's a small submarine which you're completely sure you have no idea how to drive. Why couldn't they just have some sort of underwater lift? It would make things so much easier. As you try to make a choice between swimming or getting in the sub, it occurs to you for the first time that you're not really sure what they were doing down here. You hesitate, wondering whether figuring that out would make your choice any easier. Are there creatures out in the ocean? And are they deadly? So, do you choose to swim, unsure whether it will make you vulnerable to attack? Or do you decide to take the sub, even though you have no idea how to operate it? Choose. No, Skip, it doesn't have a Logitech controller. Neither is it basically a glorified Pringles tin. Nikki, it's not necessarily yellow. And yes, Mark, we are all going to perish anyway. Right, let's have a look at some votes. Mark says sub. Apple User says sub. Big Blue says sub. Yvonne says sub. Mr. Werewolf Dude says sub. You want to get home safe for my wedding, Josh? You'll be waiting a long time. Lunar sub seemed more bite-proof. Paulie, you want to see the Titanic first? Rably looks like sub it is then. A periscope. You mean a periscope? Don't start, Sondra. Right, I say start. Fucking hell, you've been going on for an hour now. Right, okay, so this is what happens if you take the sub. You decide you're going to give the sub a go. You climb up through the hatch, sealing the door behind you and hoping that it'll be watertight. You begin pushing buttons and flipping switches, and after a long, loud screech of metal rubbing on metal, the sub breaks free of the facility and sets off through the ocean, hopefully towards the surface. Nikki, I take it you're hungry. No fish mousse either, Skip. You're not really sure what to do once you reach the surface. You suppose you'll have to figure that out when you get there. If you get there. But the sub seems to know what it's doing. I see what you mean, a periscope. I see what you mean, Miss Susie. The sub seems to know what it's doing. You let it meander through the sea, and after a few minutes you notice everything is getting brighter. You presume you must be getting closer to the surface. The sub finally bobs to the surface like a child's toy in the bath. You push open the hatch and take a deep breath of fresh air. You scan your surroundings, but you're a little disappointed to discover that there isn't any land in sight. You suppose you'll just have to go back to the controls and figure out how to drive this thing. But before you close the hatch, the sub lurches roughly to one side. It's as if it's hit something, or something has hit it. You don't have time to move before a large tentacle wraps itself around the sub, stopping you from closing the hatch and sealing yourself in. You swim free of the sub instead, catching a glimpse of a massive octopus with a bad attitude. The creature notices you too and extends another tentacle, wrapping it around your torso and dragging you back into the water. You swear you see the octopus flip you off as it drags you down to the dark depths of the ocean. At least you have some idea what the facility was studying and what set the alarm off. As you struggle against the octopus's grip, you wonder how it's going to kill you. Will it crush you to death? Or will you run out of air first? But to your surprise, the octopus goes for the third option, as its tentacle draws you to its beak and it chomps you in two. And you're dead. There we go. Who had eaten by a octopus as your ending? Sock Monkey, I'm sure that's what happened to the Titan. They just didn't want anyone to panic. It's not at all like the end of Finding Nemo at Disneyland. Has anyone seen the meme about if Finding Nemo was true to life, Marlin would have become a woman and mated with Nemo? Just saying. Soft on the outside, crunchy on the inside snack. Nice. Like a Twix. Anyway, everybody, you will rest in small pieces now. Yeah, you did. Does anybody want to hear the other ending? Would you have fared any better if you'd swum? Paul, you're definitely too salty. I'm going to let the human take a sip. Hush now, Sondra. you don't want to know. Mr. Werewolf Dude, you'd like to know. Okay. Yes, Ruth, armadillo is the other way round. Crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. Paula, if you were swimming to your true bird love. I have to say, Paula, it's not that long ago that you were rather smitten with the chicken, weren't you? Anyway, this is what happens. If anyone's interested, if anyone's been playing the game at all, I have to say everybody sat next to me looks rather horrified by the conversation we're having. I would show you, but I'm worried it'll disturb you. Maybe if we get a sub before the end of the live, I'll show you how disturbed Zula and Kure and Tipo have been by our conversation. Maybe, maybe not. Kaluna, you've been playing, I know. I think it's just you and Mr. Werewolf Dude. Paula, you've moved on. Do you know what? So have I. Chicken and I aren't a thing. We're not a thing. Who are we talking to, Miss Susie? I'm clearly wasting my breath. Clearly wasting my breath. No one's going to behave themselves. Right, so this is what would have happened if you'd chosen to swim rather than take the sub. You decide to swim and begin sorting through the equipment. You choose a mask and some tanks of what you hope are the right chemicals to allow you to breathe. You have no clue what you're doing and it all seems pretty risky. But then you remind yourself you're probably going to die anyway. So you strap the tanks to your back, pull the mask over your face, grab some flippers and set out into the ocean. The chicken and I have not had our first big argument, and it was not caused by, although if we did have, it would be undoubtedly caused by Paula. But anyway, you hadn't realised how dark and cold the ocean was going to be. You begin swimming in what you hope is the direction of the surface, but you haven't gotten far before you're absolutely knackered. Swimming always looks so graceful in movies, but this is hard fucking work. You pause for a second, hoping to rest, but to your horror, you quickly begin sinking. At least you know which way is down now. But as you look down, you're right back at the lab facility again. Had you gotten confused and swum in the wrong direction? Or had you just not made it anywhere near far enough to get away? You decide to return... I'm ignoring your comments. You decide to return to the facility and give the sub a try when you realise you're suddenly very short of breath. You look at the gauges attached to your tanks. They're empty. You begin swimming towards the lab as quickly as you can. Your vision is getting blurry. You see the entrance to the airlock. Your vision dims. Your fingers brush the button for the airlock as you slowly drift to the seafloor, taking your last breaths in the cold darkness of Davy Jones's locker. And you're dead. I can't help but feel that some of the drama of this week's escape room was diminished somewhat by your smart-assed romantical comments. No, don't share this ending with a scuba diver friend, no. The bird does not rescue us. We're not doing a calendar. No, and I am not a little spoon. Although Blessing is much, much bigger than me. Like I don't think you realise. At least we didn't get the bends. Yes, Mr. Werewolf Dude. You're never smart asses. Apple user, that's you being a smart ass. Anyway, OMG, a basement crew calendar. Oh, Kaluna, I know. We did miss a trick, didn't we? Human, we'll have to think. Anachronist to pack it in. We'll... Am I wasting my breath? Human will have to think about a calendar next year. We really will. Or, well, this year, because it's already next year. A calendar for next year. There we go. That makes more sense. Anyway, Mr. Werewolf, that's correct. You obey me. You obey me. So, Anachronista. To be fair, Yvonne, I would make an amazing centerfold. Whatever angle. I'm good from every angle. See? I'm just... Paula, it is bold of you, bold of me to assume we survive, especially given the tarot readings, the prediction you got. Yeah. Apple user, pack it in. Wedding of the decade. Honestly. So, everybody... Human, do you remember when you were really pleased with that escape room? And, like, literally no one remembers what's going to have happened. Human was like, oh yeah, I know, it's going to be great. We're going to have Persephone the Fucktopus arrive at the end and drag us down into the deep. Oh, it'd be brilliant. Everyone will just think we'll run out of air. But who would have thought? That perfect ending? Nah, who gives two fucks? They're all talking about the chicken and me. Look, stop choosing who is going to be doing what. Who's going to be flower girls? And actually, nobody's talked about who's going to be the bridesmaids and who's going to be the best man. There isn't going to be a wedding, okay? Sondra, can you imagine what Zula's best man speech would be? It'd be all about them. I'm wondering if I should show you. Josh, you'd like to be Bretton's best man. No, we're not. No, this isn't me. This isn't me admitting to it. Ruth, you'd like to be bridesmaid. Okay. Right. No, Kyle, not a wedding. No. Na. No. Apple, you're not doing this. No, we're not doing boas or capes or. Hey, hang on, Paula. Whoa, Paula, you are not an ordained minister. See, Paula, this is the problem. You fuck with my head so much that I genuinely don't know. Ordained minister since 1999. That's the sort of thing you find written on a bottle of whiskey. Miss Susie, you'd like to be a bridesmaid. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not. This is scandalous. Right, and I know it's time to bring this to a close, because just like when Tipo started talking about funerals, a good 10 to 15 people have just fucked off. No videographers, no DJ, no. Your scuba friend is ordained so you could do weddings at sea. No. My goodness. Yvonne, your hubby is $20. $20 on the internet, yeah. That sounds about right. Josh, are you preparing your best man speech? When I first met Bletton and Raz, I knew they'd get together. Mr. How come all of these people are suddenly able to... I mean, what... You do realise you're marrying two people against their will? I mean, I wouldn't mind, but even if Bletton were here, they would not be enthusiastic. They have eyes only for Kure, not me. Thankfully. Dweebster man, what am I? That sounds a bit metaphysical. I'm clearly a space worm. I don't know, but look straight into my eyes, and you'll stop worrying about it. That's it. Straight in the centre. Yeah. Your soul is mine now. That's how it works. That's how I'm an officiant. There won't be babies. Right. Anyway, no, Paula Bletton cannot be convinced. Really, Yvonne? The bride and the groom are just tiny, tiny little details that you can figure out later. Unimportant. Oh, Human was going to woo-woo then, and she missed it. So what you... you saw... You saw a terribly photogenic flash of the Human then, looking a little bit warm. Yes, Yvonne, Human should remember that from working in a bridal shop. In fact, all you really need is the mother of the bride. Everybody else is completely superfluous. And as I'm the last of my species, I'm afraid there isn't one. So, you know. Is it going to be child-free? At this rate, Apple user, it's going to be fucking bride and groom-free. Besides, I haven't really decided what I am. Would I be the bride? I do like the thought of a dress. No. Let's move on. Let us move on. Blue bridesmaid's dress with the white flowers. No, you people. Right, I'm going to get ready to sign off. But I am going to show you if you think you might be traumatized by seeing, by very, very briefly seeing Zula and Kure and Tipo watching us, seeing how alarmed they are. If you think that might traumatize you, you have a moment to look away. Otherwise, I'm going to show you. Ready? Look at them! Look! They're absolutely terrible. I mean, Dead Carl doesn't give a fuck. Dead Carl is pretty fucking chilled. But look at them! They're absolutely... It's horrific that you've been discussing this. Horrific. You see how disturbed they are? Do you see? You see? They've been staring at me like that this whole life. Absolutely... absolutely terrified. Bletton isn't here. Bletton's getting ice cream. Kure's smiling in her eyes, though. Apple, you think I'm the groom and Bletton's the bride. Maybe they are... I think Dead Carl is definitely just chilling, nosy neighbour. They were already distributed. I presume you got auto-corrected, you mean disturbed. Very disturbed. Deeply disturbed. Kure is just glad it isn't her. Yeah. Yes, Yvonne, but the hors d'oeuvres is there, yes. No, Bletton hasn't got engagement ring shopping. Where would I put it? Where would I put it? Is my question. And it doesn't need an answer, it's rhetorical. Right, everybody. No, we're not going to have a wedding-themed escape room. Or haven't we done one? I'm not sure. Anyway, an engagement collar. Both Kyle and Paula said that. An engagement collar doesn't feel quite right to me. If I'm honest, it feels more, you know, one of us is the owner and one of us is the pet. Which, I mean, weddings can feel a bit like that, can't they? But human, is it any wonder you're single? The disdain at weddings, one's the human, one's the pet. Next time you go to a wedding, do try and figure out which is the owner and which is the pet. 50 Shades of Floof. No, no, no. Josh, no, not the father and daughter dance. Kaluna, this live has been a fever dream. I'm really, really hoping that I'll wake up. But an engagement collar with an explosive device. If it went on Blettin, yes, don't tempt me. Married and widowed within 24 hours. Anyway, I am broken, Mr. Werewolf Dude. I am broken. Yeah. Anyway, everybody, don't forget, Bumpara live subs. You can join me for an exclusive live sub, a sub-only live tomorrow. I fear you may be correct, Carl. Fanfics will be written now. There will be a sub-only live tomorrow. And next weekend we will have... Oh shit, what will we have? Next weekend we've got the chicken reading tarot. This whole weekend has been a fever dream. Well, if you want to relive the fever dream, you will be able to rewatch these tomorrow on YouTube. But I'm afraid that I really do need to go and have a shower in the hopes that I will feel clean once again after all of these discussions. So here comes the finger of doom. Oh, human, try it again. Try it again. Oh, Christ, it's like the octopus dragging us down again. Human, what's the matter? Do you have no soul? Right, no, not with Blettin. Gah. I'm going to have a shower. I may never be clean again. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. And I hope you have the most amazing week. You can relive these tomorrow. You've got a whole week of my wonderful content to watch. Don't forget to check out the links in my profile if you want to buy shit. And if you want one of my t-shirts in the UK, free postage until midnight tonight. So I will see subs tomorrow for the sub only live. Next live will be Saturday. But in the meantime, everybody, have a fabulous week, even though you've been a bunch of little assholes about me and Blettin. Have a lovely week. Farewell!